What's happening, people? Welcome to episode 123 of the Straightjacket podcast. I'm with the structure in the building. You know what I'm saying to you? It's just absolutely hammered down. I don't know what's gone on here. Today's been classic Manchester. Rain, sun, rain, sun, rain, sun. You know what I mean? I've had to tell, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. But hey, this is what we love about Manchester, innit? It's what makes Manchester unique, man. But how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, bro. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I think when we moan about the rain, I look across the world and I think some people die because there's no rain. You know what I mean? People can't grow food, so there's droughts all over the show, all over the place. And I sometimes think we need to be grateful and thankful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The next wars are not going to be about oil. The next wars are going to be about water. And everybody want some of that Mancunian raid, I'm telling you. So
telling you, man.
You know, we gotta be grateful.
Yeah, you gotta be grateful, absolutely. Big up to Marshall, Ayub, because the two side arguably one of the dopest duo there, hands down, Akis. I just want to start off by saying, you know what I mean, solidarity with the people of Palestine, you know what I mean? A lot of things are going on right now, you know what I mean? Always, you know what I mean? Not just one day, not just 2 days, but you know what I mean? We're just out here. We have to, for me, we are with the people of Palestine. So, you know, just wanted to give our messages to the people of Palestine and the atrocities that's happening right now.
It's our solidarity, man. It's our solidarity.
Solidarity. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. On that note,
would always be the third holiest site for Muslims globally, man.
Yeah.
1.5 billion people around the world, man. So yeah.
Absolutely. As we just spoke then, Man United have just confirmed Edison Cavani. Give it to it.
Edison Cavani. He'll score the goals. Yes, man. Yes,
he signed a new deal. You weren't happy. Are you happy, Norton? Are you happy?
I'm happy that he's going to play in front of supporters. I'm happy that some of the goals he scored, some of the amazing, like the header the other day, just seeing him, you know, the away end would have been going absolutely berserk. So a lot of his goals, you know, he was scoring goals at the Stretford end. I'm happy that he will get to experience that. I'm genuinely happy about that. But the other thing is, on the other hand, is that the man is getting old and there's a lot of injuries, man. Most people think that he's not played large parts of the season. You know, he's injury prone. And unfortunately, unless they find him, I'm hoping that with this deal that comes, there's a team of people around him, personal trainer, physio, you know, people that they can build a team around him so that they keep him healthy and keep him on the football pitch. Because if they don't do that and they think he's going to just train, I mean, that's the genius about Fergie. Towards the end, you know, Fergie, like Van Persie, Rio Ferdinand, they all had a special team. And Fergie picked the games that they would play because you can't just play every game. So they have to manage his injuries. And the guy's injury prone. At the end of the day, there's been a lot of time at this season that we needed him. And he wasn't there. So I'm hoping that a team, a proper, the medical staff, the fitness staff, the physios, they're all around him. And there's a team for him that plan out certain games with Ollie and the coaching staff to say this is what he gets involved. Because if we just think, oh, he's signed and that's it, we're going to be disappointed like we were most of the season this season.
Yeah. I'm just going to bring up some quotes.
By the way, he's not enough.
I know, obviously. Yeah, of course it's not. Cavani goes there. From the moment I first arrived, I felt the confidence as a manager, a player, the belief to give you the opportunity to play your best football. I want to thank him. He goes, over the course of the season, I've developed a great affection for the club and everything that he represents. I feel a deep grown with the teammates and staff who work behind the scenes here. I've been touched by how much supporters want me to stay. I will give everything to give having this joy of performances on the field. I've not been able to play in front of the fans, and that's something I cannot wait to do. As you say there, Lord, he's waiting for the fans to play against the fans. Musa, what's your opinion on this one? You know what I mean? Another year of Cavani. For me, I want it to happen, but my problem is it shouldn't be the main vocal point what Man United needs to be aspiring to. I look at top clubs. Would they keep Cavani? I'm not sure. But Man United are in a desperate position right now. We need goals. He's got goals this season, 15 goals. So it can only be a good thing for Man United, but used appropriately, like Lourdes says, you know what I mean? Next year, not just starting him every game, you know what I mean? You've got to use him appropriately because he is injury prone. He is injury prone, isn't he? You're on mute, brother. You're on mute.
Yeah. What's going on, guys, man? I agree. I think with Cavani is definitely a good look, man, especially for Martial FC. If you want a striker with a pedigree that Cavani has to kind of bring through Martial, Rashford, and Greenwood on the right there, then I think we have the ideal man. Because look, how many times you're going to get a striker at the pedigree of Cavani who isn't going to be playing every game, so he's going to allow others to play, but also has the level to, let the younger strikers around him to learn off him and to learn the game. I think it's an ideal situation for us, because obviously we've seen with our strikers the season before, they scored a lot of goals, outscored Liverpool's front three. So we know that Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood can score goals, but they can't do it at a consistent level. And I think what we want them to learn from Cavani is consistency before letting them actually leave. Because if they don't do it now while he's here, because we all know he's not here for the long term, then none of them can complain when we go and get in a clean cut number 9 who comes in and takes one of their positions. So I feel like for me, there's a couple players that I would get for Man United, and I think they would. I can get 3 players in for less than 150 million. 3 solid players, man, that I'll bring in for Man United, man. I think there's a lot, because I look at certain players I look at Rafinha at Leeds, and I think that Man City would buy a player like that. I look at Bassoum at Brighton, and I think Man City again would buy a player like that. And I think these are and then I look at Torres at Villarreal. He's not. If you compare him and Diaz, where's the levels? Like, where's the difference between him and, like, there isn't a massive gap. But City go in and bring in a Pau Torres from Villarreal, bring in a Bassoum, bring in a Rafinha, spend less than 150 million, and everyone's thinking, raw, they've spent like 55 there, 50 there, 45 there, and then they bring in solid players, and then they go in again to challenge and to win. I feel like at United, what I want to stop doing, and I think we've done it recently, and I was kind of happy to see that, was bringing in Bruno at under 50, bringing Van der Beek at under 50. When I started seeing things like that, I said, you know what, maybe we're going to go in for the players who have the ability and, are not costing us top dollar. So I feel like, again, if we can get someone like a Sancho for around under 70 million, 60 million, I don't want to hear these crazy prices of 90 million, 100 million. Like, Man United need to stop that. We need to stop that. It hasn't got us anywhere. And that's where you can look back at the season since Ferguson, and we have spent a lot of money, but we've kept on going in for these massive signings for top dollar, and it just hasn't paid back. So for me, I've parked the Ollie out bus. I've parked here. It's officially parked. I've officially put it in neutral and then park because
until
Thursday,
when we get stopped by Liverpool, then you come.
You know what it is, because where we are now, and because I'm trying to say to myself, with where he's been playing Paul Pogba in front of Rashford on the left, and Pogba has been able to play in that midfield, on the left of a midfield, on the left of a 3. Is Ollie transitioning to a 4-3-3? Is he getting us ready to have Bruno and Pogba playing further up in the pitch with a solid CDM behind them? Is he, preparing us for that? Because I know he's seen what Pogba's doing further up the pitch, and I don't think he wants to bring Pogba back down. But at the same time, we know he loves Rashford on the left there. So is he telling us, when I get my CDM next season, you're going to see, someone holding, and then you're going to see Bruno and Pogba. I want to unleash them with a front 3, and it's going to be and I think if that's what we're transitioning into, then I've got to wait out and see it, because I think that's a different United altogether. Because we've been calling out for Bruno and Pogba to both play further up the pitch, and we've seen what Pogba can do on the left side of that midfield when he's playing further up. And I think Bruno's enjoyed it because it's put less pressure on him. I think the whole team is just a different dynamic. And I mean, it's even like, it's a different dynamic that it's bringing to Man United. It's creating more chances for Cavani and things like that. So for me, I'm kind of happy to see Cavani staying, because again, with him staying, I know that the youngsters, if we can call them that, the under 25s, they're going to be getting chances up front. You know what I mean? So
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, people, get the likes up. You know what I mean? Everyone who's tuning in right now, share the video across all your social platforms and like the video, people. You know, my thing is, and obviously the title of the video is Nuruddin, Ollie's big problem. You know, when you look at the situation right now, you've got. I know we got Cavani signed a deal. It's always good to have more strikers option, but I'm just looking at the midfield balance, and then Musa's going on about the 4-3-3, but right now it's a 4-2-3-1 rigid formation. Them two in the midfield, the centre back options right now, Rashford on the right. These are problems for me leading up to the kind of Europa League. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has to sort out, because they're becoming a problem now. McTominay is becoming a problem. You know what I mean? You couldn't look at Lindelof. I thought, did he go over the hurdle? Was I starting to sign and say, you know what? Is he trying to change? Again, man, getting bullied, man. He got bullied by that Wesley guy, man. I know he was a pops at 14, yeah, but bloody hell, man, he bullied him, man. These kind of problems, they're becoming a big problem now, Nordin, and it could cost us Europa League.
Of course they are. Of course they are. I mean, the problems are there for everybody to see. I mean, that first half, Fred gives it to McTominay. McTominay is not precise and he's not technical enough to be able to even buy a foul. No. He's not to protect the ball. He's not. And he in that first half, him and Fred were just sitting. They were just sitting there. Second half, we came out and McTominay's performance improved drastically because he was taking the ball on the step and driving forward and actually going beyond Pogba and Bruno at times. And I was like, well, why were you not doing that in the first half? And that's why I put the tweet out. I mean, the tweet is there. I put the tweet out straight away when that goal comes in. I wasn't blaming Lindelof because how many more times can we say, we all know what Lindelof is. We all know. And
everyone knows.
That on both times, he got bullied by the brothers, but both times he got the ball first. Just clear your lines. What are you trying to do? Try to do some mad turns. Just clear your lines. Get it out for a throw and reorganize. So for me, the Lindelof part of it, I'm sick to death of talking about it. But McTominay, for me, when he's asked to defend, he cannot defend. And that's why I said, I don't think he's a defensive player. He's a number 8.
What is he though? What is he though?
He's a number 8 that can chase people around, but he's not good in a tackle. He kept losing 50-50 balls in that first half. How many times did he lose to 50-50? I mean, McGuinn was bullying them both. Let's get it right, guys.
Go for them.
They were Go for them. McGuinn looked like he was a baller. Honestly, he just looked levels above. I mean, I must say, both of them did drastically improve in the second half. But to me, I've said it. It's how many times have I said this to you? Like, for me, the idea that at Old Trafford next season in front of fans, that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer thinks he can get away with playing McTominay and Fred in midfield.
Absolutely not.
That is not Man United DNA. I'm sorry to say. That is everything but Man United DNA. And the two crucial positions Man United need addressing is a centre half and a holding midfield player. And a guy who can just pass the ball simple, who's good at press, who can manipulate the ball, who's a bit more press resistant, and who can also manipulate the ball a little bit and keep the game ticking. That's what we need. That's what I mean. The 4-3-3, like I always say, I'll say it and I'll say it again. We've never played the best football we've played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's been 4-3-3, and that's when he first came. And also,
even when after lockdown.
Remember, I was telling you that I watched loads of Mulder games. I was straight through YouTube watching loads of Mulder games. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's years, that's what he plays 4-3-3 because he had guys who can sit.
So why has he gone for this? Why has he adopted this kind of defensive approach where he's almost scared to give things away? You know what I mean? Like,
to be fair, the team's used to it now, and we saw it against Roma. I mean, Roma played a bit like Leeds, and we saw it. Pogba went back there. I mean, obviously, when you're bringing in Van der Beek and he's not fully fit, and I keep saying it, and I'm sick. I'm sick of saying this to people and educating people about top-level elite sport, right? You need 4 to 5 90-minute games for you to get your sharpness, to have your
facts.
You can't drop Donny van der Beek into our 90 minutes in a Roma away in the Europa League semi-final where they abandoned their tactics because they've had loads of injuries and they played like Leeds. That's why they were ripping us, and that's why De Gea was making saves right, left, and centre. You know what I mean? De Gea was shutting people like me up who thought it was finished. You know what I mean? And I'm happy. I'm happy that De Gea shuts me up. But because of him, we're now in the Europa League final. But if you're not, to me, next season, I don't want. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I want the Glazer, South Saeed.
Yeah, I know they are.
Or not, right?
But the Glaze is out.
Murta's been there. Murta's been there all year. And I told you, and I told you and Aaron, when we got whacked 6-1, Ollie's going to go defensive. That's when we seen more of the super defensive McFred. That was when we consistently see. And Ollie came out in a press conference recently and said, "Oh, because we don't lose that many games." But how many draws have we had? Exactly,
Musa. Yeah, that's the problem for me, Musa, bro. That's why I'm just like, I get bad. I get we're on about we're defensive and we're not unbeaten away from home, but also when you look at the other ways that if you want to truly challenge for a title and truly win trophies, like I'm not too sure if that McFred in a double pivot will be enough to beat Villarreal. Maybe our attacks might be enough, but that could be a reason why we don't win Villarreal.
No, I think we beat Villarreal. I think we got to, man. I've seen enough of Man United this season to know that we can beat a team like Villarreal with what we have.
If they score 1-2, Musa, they go 1-2 bomb. Villarreal get 1-2 bomb because of our defensive approach. And McTominay and Fred are the ones that are basically defending. You know what I mean? Lindelof and Bailly, whoever's in the back.
I think we got too much up front, and we're the comeback kings right now. We always come back. I'm not really afraid of the Villarreal game, and I'm just like the fact that it's Europa League and we got Chelsea in the Champions League final. I'm fuming. I'm fuming about that. The fact that we was in that group, and we could have been there or thereabouts this season in the Champions League. To see these men in there with Tuchel and that, I'm fuming. So my thing is with the Europa League, winning it. I'm not even trying to yes, it's a cup and whatever for Ollie and it's good for the boys, but I'm fuming. But I think we definitely get over that with Maguire injured, with whatever the weather. I think we beat Villarreal. I'm not too worried about them.
But in a one-off game, even in a one-off game. One-off game.
One-off game. What I am worried about. Yeah, 100%. Because I don't think Villarreal would be that good in the Premier League. I think if they were in there, they would be like top 6 or top.
But this is European football, Musa. European football, for me, never ever highlights how, look at Istanbul. They didn't have pace and attack. They didn't have anything, but they had quick, smart, intelligent football, quick tactical nous, and they did a job on Man United. That's why, I think
Cavani puts them to the sword. His movement, the goals that he's scoring, the balls that are coming in. Because one thing that I've seen now, and another thing that I'll say is that, you remember when the start of the season, Cavani wasn't really, he wasn't match fit. He wasn't really playing. And I feel like we lost him a lot at the beginning of the season. He didn't really play. And I feel like this is also the same season. For some reason, it took a while for Greenwood to get going, and Marshall hasn't really got going. So when you look at the start of the season, can you imagine if we started off the season with Cavani in this type of form? I think we'll be...
You there? Is he gone?
Yeah. I think he froze.
Yeah. Do you understand where he's coming from, where Mus is coming from? Because I'm looking at thinking, them two, for me, they're a problem in a way where it's like, I don't know, I think Villarreal in European football, you can't get away with it, and we've not got away with it in Europe. So I'm just looking at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Can you be adaptable and change it? Can you try and do something else? Because it will become a big problem when you have that game, a one-off game, and then boom, them two there. That goal for me, it can happen twice, It can happen twice, and the next week, though, you're out. I know you can have the striking options, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for me, has never, ever tried to change it around. He's never given anyone other opportunities like Matic, for example, Donny in that little role there. He's never done that. He's just kept with the same persistent McFred. And for me, it's not good enough, man. I can't. Man United Football Club should not have them two in the midfield. Or at least I have one or the other. I have Fred in there with a Pogba, or not a Pogba, sorry, or a Donny van der Beek, or Matic in there. Not two of them in there. And then, you know what I mean? It's almost kamikaze football, Nuruddin. And we can't have that.
Yeah, of course. Hey, listen, of course it is. Of course it is. It's for me, it's just a lack of creativity. It's a lack of creativity, and it's a lack of like the both. I mean, to me, when I watch both of them, we know Fred is the trigger for the press because he's tenacious and get about. I think when we're playing teams that are super attacking minded, I understand sometimes he has to do that because that's what the option Ole has at this moment in time. But for me, the idea that they can play another season with those two and we're going to win big trophies or get even close to sniffing big trophies with those
That's
two.
what I'm saying.
I can't see it happening. I genuinely.
And it looks like, there's no murmurs of midfielders. Looking at Leicester buying Bukhari, Samari. You know what I mean? There's no murmurs of centre backs. There's no murmurs. There's nothing.
Even though Jimmy Gardner's done amazing, but would it be too pressure bringing 19-year-old back to Manchester, 18 or 19-year-old back to Manchester?
Do you think the club's philosophy is thinking about that? Do you actually think the club's philosophy is like that?
I mean, he's been, to be fair to him, he's been amazing. And I'm telling you now, I'd rather have him than Fred and McTominay. I'm telling you, because he offers something.
Especially McTominay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather keep Fred in there, but McTominay, no way.
Yeah. I mean, Fred does slightly different, but he's just not that quality on the ball. No. He's the trigger point. He's the one who goes on the press. He hunts the ball.
Is it the energy, though? Is it the energy that Ollie's looking for? Maybe Donny doesn't have a Matic energy.
Mobile. I mean, Matic is a better footballer. He's more composed, but his legs are gone. We've got to be honest about that.
But then Fernandinho's legs should be gone, but he's still around 36.
He's a different gravy.
But 36 though.
He's a different gravy. He's a different gravy though.
But still though, he still could do a job, Matic though. My thing is though, is that are we entering it?
I thought that was a brilliant substitution from Ollie. It must be said.
Yeah. 100%.
He calmed it down when he come on. He just went alongside him. We almost played three at the back. You know what I mean? But the worrying thing is now with your boy out Maguire, that's going to be an interesting.
I told you, man. That's another worry for me. You know what I mean? Maguire is out now. Lindelof and Bailly. Do you trust them to go to the end of the season? Because I think Maguire for me looks like he's going to be out for at least 2 or 3 weeks maximum. You know
that means he's going to miss.
He's going to miss. He's probably going to miss the final. You know what I mean? I don't think we're going to risk him when he got the Euros coming up or whatnot. Again, do you trust Bailly and Lindelof? For me, I trust Bailly, but then I think Bailly will suffer with Lindelof, and then Lindelof will suffer with a rusty Bailly. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Again, these kind of problems people don't understand because, again, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hasn't rotated. And that's my biggest bugbear. We haven't had that rotation. And now we're going to be suffering with different dynamic situations. Pogba on the left. Do you put Pogba on the left? Do you put Rashford on the right? Again, these kind of problems, Nordin. All he needs to sort out and get it fixed. Because at the end of the day, we haven't got long, mate. The season is approaching right now. We got Europa League final, do or die. If we don't do that, then this season means nothing, Nordin. Absolutely nothing. You've got to do this.
I mean, you know, a lot of people were coming out and a lot of people are saying, Yoli's done amazing. I'm like, listen, I'm waiting to learn until the season's finished first. You know what I mean? I'm going to look at the points tally. I'm going to look at the whole season as a point. Yeah, and then we'll do it on here. I will do it on my channel as well. But we'll review the season. We'll go
of course.
Where we went. I mean, and it's also kind of, for me, it's just been too many draws. The biggest thing I take away is being too many draws. And we lost 4 games, you know. We lost the 4 games at home. Who did we lose to? We lost to Palace, Tottenham,
Sheffield United.
Who else did we lose to?
And Arsenal.
That
was a killer blow. But so many draws, though. But did we deserve to win games when, especially the Wolves game? You know, Villa 2-1. There was a games where we as well also licked the result.
I mean, listen, you need a bit of luck, but
you need a bit of luck. Absolutely.
Like, are we second place because we've been ruthlessly second place, or are the teams have been really bad? You know, we know that next season.
I mean, next season will tell.
What you were talking about is true, because Liverpool go again. You know what I mean? You know, they'll get a new manager and they'll get money to spend and they'll go again. You know, Chelsea, you already know. For me, Chelsea next season, they just need Chelsea need a dominant centre half and they need a striker. That's it. They're complete, those two. They need a dominant centre. You know what they could do with something like, if they got Koulibaly and they got Haaland, it's good night, mate. It's good night.
Yeah, they're talking about today Marquinhos.
It's good night.
Coming in. Supposedly coming in. Marquinhos.
Yeah,
you can get in, mate. Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a quality side. Let's talk a bit about Rashford.
Varane is going to PSG. That's what they're saying. Varane's going to PSG.
Yeah, going to PSG. By the way, we've got 300 people watching live, people. 300 people watching. Make sure you all smash a like on the video, people. Supporting the channel or whatnot. But yeah, man, built up to everybody who's tuned in. Let's talk a bit about Rashford. He got the assist yesterday, but
I just want to reply to that. Do you know what? I just want to reply to that message.
Which one?
It was a message saying that, what's the point of keeping Ollie? I'm like, listen, they're not going to sack Ollie. the
They're not
owners
going to sack Ollie. Even I know that. I'm the biggest Ollie out, man. They're not going to sack Ollie. You know what I mean, Lord?
Listen, Ollie ain't getting. I told you long time.
You did, man. I've given up now. I've given up. You know what I mean?
told you a long time ago. They're not going to sack Ollie because
we just got suffer. I've got suffer.
Yeah, listen, any manager who's finished fourth, Man United don't sack. They only sack managers when they finish outside of the.
It's meeting expectations, though, isn't it, Lorden? It's meeting expectations of what the Glazers want.
You know what? At the end of the day, twice, 2 seasons in a row, United finishing.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's perfect for them. Yeah,
he's
a perfect manager for them. Yeah,
Van Gaal didn't do that. Jose didn't do that. You know what I mean? Moyes didn't do that. So at the end of the day, he's made drastic improvements. We have to realize that. But a lot of the fan base is too impatient. That's why I'm not Ollie in or Ollie out. I just judge game by game. But for me, the EFL, the Glazers, and everything they're doing, that's my energy at the moment. That's what I'm focused on.
Same.
I'm focused on about what the players are doing, where we've. But I think.
Yeah, I'm not giving up, people. I'm just saying, like, this is what the Glazers are doing. This is what the Glazers want. This is their target and ambition.
Of course, we will make judgments about what would happen. That's what the things. We will make judgments about at the end of the season where we are. But no, I wouldn't want Ronaldo either, Harris. No,
man. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what the Glazers want. This is how to win the fans over. You know what I mean?
You know what? That 44 goals that season, I wanna keep that legacy intact. I don't want to I don't want to kill that legacy.
Like I said to you, I don't want the Burnley left back trying to toast him up all game. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Let me go to Musa first before I get your opinion loaded on Marcus Rashford. Mason Greenwood for me is playing better. What's it called? Musa. You got Pogba, who's a better creative winger on the left-hand side. What does Ole do here? Because you don't want to kind of just put them all in like it's a FIFA game. You don't want to cram them all in. So what do you do then? Do you put Rashford on the bench and put in Greenwood, who's better on the right? This is the problem what Ole's got as well now. Rashford is not performing. I don't think he's performing well. He's getting the goals, but for me, it doesn't look like he's in the game. He's not performing to me how he was maybe start of the season or maybe December, November time.
But how many injuries has he had in his career?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to answer that quickly, please, Musa. Because I've got to go, bro. But how many injuries has he carried? How much has he been overplayed? Like, that's why getting a right winger is crucial. Or Ahmed starting games next season.
Well, you know what? Apparently today, Sancho is apparently not on the agenda of Man United.
Well, whatever. Today. But that's what I'm saying. But it's not just Sancho. There are cheaper options. Rafinha at Leeds, Neto at Wolverhampton. There are players out there that can play for Man United who are Man United level quality players.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Sancho, for me, the most two important position we talked about is a CDM and a CDM, right? Yeah. And then the right winger for me, before even what a striker, because a Man United team that wants to compete should be buying 4 players this summer. 4 players. That's not happening. That is
loaded. You always say to me, man.
Listen, we know that's not happening. We know that, but
you know why though?
I'm not going to be here to bash Rashford because
we're not here. I'm just talking about. I'm just saying.
You know why though?
Is it time for Rashford to be dropped?
The kid is played with a back broken, right? You know what I mean? Knee bust. You know what I mean? Like. He's been carrying us, and that cross at the other day, his assist. If you look at the numbers, his assist and goals. Without those this season, I don't know where we would be. I think we'd be fighting relegation without him and Bruno. That's fact.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say the same.
Part of the season, so was Cavani.
Yeah, Mason Greenwood has got 12 goals, 12 winning goals apparently. 12 or goals from losing positions. He's got us 12 goals. That's not bad, though, Musa, is it? You know what I mean? Talk about, right time. Sorry?
It's not bad. But I think, like, Man United, like Noradine saying, Rashford's been injured for a long time. And I think Rashford's been injured since his form's gone down, since he stopped scoring all those goals. And I feel like when Rashford wasn't injured, he showed us what he could do. And I think because of Ole being Ole and not rotating this team, Ole, I won't be surprised if Ole plays the same man them tomorrow. Ole just don't rotate the team.
That's what I said to you, Like, who else would come in for you tomorrow? Like, he can't put James is out. Diallo won't play. Tomorrow won't play.
The problem is because he hasn't played all these players. But tomorrow he should be starting Greenwood up front. Yeah, he should be starting Ahmed. He should be starting Mata.
He won't, no.
He should be starting because early in the season he played Mata and Van der Beek, and they had a good little relationship because they're ballers. So he should be playing Mata and Van der Beek. He should be playing McTominay and Fred because they're dead anyway. They don't do much in any game. So why not play them this game? What difference they're going to make at? They're dead at.
This is what we're talking about. This McFred thing, bro. Like, I'm sick of it, man. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And Ollie still is persistent. You know what I mean? That's my problem, bro. And that's why I think Ollie's got to sort this out, man. And he's got to get rid of these, at least get rid of the one or the two. You know what I mean? It's got to be McTominay for me. And that's my problem.
McTominay. Yeah, McTominay's got to go, man.
McTominay's got to go, man. Not good enough for this football club, man. Not good enough.
McTominay. I feel like there's a lot of things that we can do. I think McTominay can go West Ham and we can get Declan Rice for some money. I think Rafinha, I think we can bring in Rafinha and send James to Leeds because these are the clubs these lot should be at. James should be at Leeds. McTominay should be at West Ham. David Moyes loves a McTominay. That's his type of player.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he's losing Declan Rice, if he's losing a Declan Rice, he'll take a fellow Scottishman. He'll take him on all day. You know what I'm trying to say? So for me, we got to be sending McTominay to West Ham and trying to see if we can get Declan Rice. We got to be sending James to Leeds. You know what I'm trying to say? Going for Pau Torres at Villarreal. And then we got some money. And I feel like if the reason Man United don't buy free players is because of the type of players that we're trying to buy. But I think David Moyes would want McTominay all day long.
Musa, can I just say, you guys are an absolute dreamland fantasy.
Right.
It's touted. Let me just give you the word on the street. McTominay's touted as a future Manchester United captain.
How?
So he ain't going nowhere anytime soon. And when
Ferguson got two wrong now. He got Phil Jones wrong. He said he's going to be the next Duncan Edwards. You know what I mean? And then you got this. And then I was going to say that McTominay's going to be the next big thing.
Listen,
McTominay's career.
McTominay is a squad player. I won't even get McTominay. McTominay's a squad player.
Van der Beek's a squad player and he can't even get on the bench. You can't get the pitch.
No.
McTominay is not a squad player then.
Well, that's where he goes wrong. Van der Beek is well ahead of levels of McTominay. Let's not get it.
McTominay should be getting West Ham, man. If we know anything about us, we should be sending him to West Ham.
We don't have a proper structure. We don't have a proper football director. We don't have these things.
Duncan Edwards, Ferguson. We're listening to too much people from the top, Nuruddin. And at the end of the day, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just needs to focus on what he's doing.
I'm telling you, Scott McTominay's PR is Braveheart. Scottish Braveheart PR, mate. That's what it is, mate.
William Wallace
tactics, mate. That's what they're building him up to be. I think he's a squad player. I think you can pick and choose games to give other players a rest because you're going to need that when you're fighting on all different fronts. If you're fighting at the beginning of the season, you're fighting for 4 trophies. But I don't think as him being a mainstay in the first 11, I can't see Man United with.
Man City have set pace with squads. Man City and Chelsea, for me, have set the pace and the levels with squads. With the squads. When I see their squads.
And where are they both? One of them has won a final already. The other one is in a final already, and the other one's going to win the league. Look,
this is what I'm trying to say.
Rocket science. It's not rocket science.
It's not.
Look at the levels, man. Look at the levels we got, man. This is what I'm talking about.
2 of the biggest squads. And Chelsea fans still tell me, and as looking from the far, we can see Chelsea need a striker, a finisher, and they need, even though Werner works hard off the ball, he does a lot. I know we like to tease Chelsea fans, but the running he does off the ball is amazing.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. So, but they need a dominant centre half. To me, Chelsea just missing dominant centre half.
That's all they're missing. And then the striker, but I reckon they can get away with it with their system without striker. You know, let's be real, man. So at the end of the day, people, you know what I mean? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for me is got to sort this problem out. But I think the Greenwood thing for you, Norton, before you set off or whatnot, Greenwood for you, man. You know what I mean? What a players. You know what I mean? Like, what a player we've got in our hands. Broke Wayne Rooney's record. You know what, mate? What a player, mate. He could be the difference for the end of the season.
How long ago did I tell you about Greenwood? How long ago?
Yeah.
Remember when I came back? I told you when I went to watch him in Maywood, Liverpool. I went to watch him. I remember reporting back to you saying, this kid scored a hat-trick today. I witnessed the kid scored a hat-trick. And he was unbelievable.
You know,
against Liverpool in the youth team. And just watching him live, that's the first time I watched him live. And I was like, wow. The way he takes, and to be fair to me, I'm still expecting loads. There's a lot more to his game that you've not seen.
I know. You haven't seen.
He's out wide and he's playing in a team that's not fully functioning. Wait till see we're getting the best out of it. Because the people that think as well, if Bruno ever got injured, he's the perfect guy to play on the whole. He's got passing and technique. He can play as a number 10. He can play out wide, and he can play as a number 9, as a box guy, right? But of course, he's learning his game. And what more? And that's another thing about Cavani's day. And I'm just hoping that Cavani, that. Yo, I did. Trust me, I did. I was there, bro. Mr. Bean. Yo,
big up, man. Big up.
Now, listen, I was there, bro, and I was getting clobbered. We shut down the whole road, man. It was a riot. People don't know this. Some of you in the comments are too young to understand what happened in 2005. They didn't take over this club just like that. It was madness. We run madness. But people didn't want to stay with us because everybody had love and respect for Fergie. As soon as Fergie was like, they're all right owners, you know, they're helping me, they're supporting me. Everybody was a shut up then. But let's get it right. But I would say this about to me, we've seen what happened to him this season, innit? You know, one of his best friends died. You know, the City youth player. He got let go by suicide. What happened? Boom. What happened? He basically got depressed, got down, and then he's a young man as well. He's just carrying on his career, and then a lockdown has affected everybody, young, old. It's affected everybody. So, and then you got some stupid rumors online and newspapers.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people going after him. You know what I mean?
Crimes and all of that stuff. That's going to get to you. Plus, England threw him under the bus. You know what I mean? I kind of like Southgate, but the way Southgate and that, let him get, you know what I mean? Threw him in front of the British press and he's asked to answer questions about Maguire and these things. Yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm glad that he's knuckled down. I'm glad that he got his head down. And you see the difference because I know, with no word of a lie, I just know, you know me, I know, right? I just know loads of people. I know that he was getting a bit turned and doing up to naughty business with.
Yeah, I've heard a few stories as well.
Yeah, with Brandon Williams, you know.
Brandon Williams. Yeah, that's the one I know.
And Williams.
My colleague knows that they stay in the same house together. So they have a nanny. You know what a nanny is?
Yeah.
They have a nanny, so basically they've been locked in.
Of course.
They've been misbehaving, but that's young. You know what I mean? They've not been.
And the
9-year-old boys, yeah, exactly.
But during lockdown, that's going to affect you as well, innit? Because you want to have a laugh like the most. I've seen bare 19-year-olds having illegal raves all over the place because that's what you do when you're.
I've seen 19-year-olds having a fight with Ollie McBurney. You know, I don't know if you've seen that today. You know what I mean?
What is he doing,
What is he doing, people? If you haven't watched the video, by the way, oh my God. First of all, what he tries to do is, he tries to smash your phone so it doesn't record the fight, yeah? And the next thing you know, he full on has a fight, mate. I couldn't believe it, man.
What is he doing? He's an absolute muppet.
You know what happened? I think them little kids, man, I'm telling you, man, them Twitter kids came out, innit?
Yo, they're not going to be trolling anybody anytime.
They're trolling, man. I thought these kids, I had
boxed up. I had they got boxed up.
He goes halfway through the fight. He goes, "Ollie, what are you doing? Ollie, what are you doing? Yeah, but you shouldn't have trolled him, shouldn't you?"
Yo, McBurney, man. I know you must be disappointing and hurting that you got relegated.
You know what, man? I don't condone violence here, but I'm telling you what, man. Some of these kids, man, they're giving trolling on the streets, man. You know what I mean? He probably had he's probably with family. I don't know. And then they tell him, "Yo, listen, you're rubbish and that. You got relegated." You know what I'm trying to say to you? So for me, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. Yes, you're flawed. What are you saying?
Yes, fam. I lock in at yours. All I hear is, you see what I'm trying to say to you? I love it.
Yeah, but we're just talking about Ollie McBurney. Ollie McBurney on the fight with the kids and that, the young G's on the Twitter timeline.
Nah, what happened? I didn't hear about this. What happened?
Apparently, he caught one of them little Twitter dons on the timeline outside and that. Yeah. You get me? And broke them up, yo. You get
That's why you should have run your mouth and line people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
That's a teachable moment. I'm blessed, man. You already know, innit? Apologies on the latest, but man's here.
We're just talking about Mason Greenwood at the minute. Mason Greenwood, man. What do you make of him, man, at the minute? Money Mace. You get me?
Money
Playoff Mace, as Cam says. You get me?
Playoff Mace.
You know what I'm saying to you?
Yo, Greenwood doing what... Yeah, man. Greenwood doing what Greenwood does, innit? If you give him service, he'll score goals. We know this. Cold finisher, left foot, right foot. We know this. And Pogba being back in the team and playing higher up the pitch makes a massive difference. Makes a massive difference. And Statman Bain says we now have a creative wide player rather when it's Rashford and Greenwood. They both just want to cut in and shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
facts.
That's what it is. So yeah, man, Greenwood, you give him service, he'll score. Same with Cavani and that. We've had these. I say this all the time. we've had these attacking players there. If you give them service, they'll score. They're not bad. You get me? Obviously, players go up and down in form, and Greenwood had a barren spell, but it happens to every single striker. Every single attacking player goes through. Pogba will go through it. Cavani will go through it. You know what I'm saying? Bruno went through it. Like, everyone's gonna go through it. But I'm just happy he's hitting form at the back end of the season at the right time, and on the road to the Europa League final, and obviously securing his top 4. 100%. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yes, brother.
Yes, Norridin. Yeah, man. What are you telling me? You good?
Love everybody. Listen, smack that like people. Let's get that out. People can see
up, man.
People.
Yeah, man.
Smack that like button like it's Joe Glazer's face, man. Smack like Abraham Glazer's wig, man. You know what I mean? Smack that like button like you're pulling Abraham Glazer's, skull wig, innit? That skull wig. Yeah. That fader business.
Before you go, Norridin, are you worried about the fixtures, by the way? About injuries, anything?
I mean, it could happen, but I'm hoping to see Donny play again, 90 minutes again tomorrow night.
Free Donny, man. Like that kid said, man, when I retweeted you. He went, you know what he did? He actually gave him a thumbs up. The guy knows. He said, yo, man, help me, man. Help me get out of here, man.
I was mad he was walking past police as well. That's the craziest part. I got that same tweet. I was tagged in that tweet.
Before I go, have you seen what they've done?
Barricaded it, yeah. They barricaded.
But
barricaded Old Trafford, man.
We're still there on Thursday, people. We're still there.
Is that protest still happening, though? I don't know what's going on.
Listen, man, Saeed, I told you. I don't care if it's one man and his dog. I don't care if it's me and you and Flawless. I'm there. Glazers out. Win. Lose. Glazers out.
Energy. If Norridin's there, I'm there in it. I didn't know who's going. That's the energy. If Norridin's there, I'm there in it.
Yeah. Come on, man.
I'll be there. Trust me,
I'm backing it.
30. I'm going to be there around 30. I'll be there shouting Glazers out, man, until I lose my voice like last time.
Come on,
anyway,
man.
Love people.
We're the gold until the club sold. Yeah, big up to you, bro.
Not a penny more. Not a penny more. All the people that put in pressure. Big up that, what they call the hot group, pulling out or the training kit sponsor. Big up to all of them, man. Big up to those people, man. Let's go on their website and give them, you know what, give him a higher rating now. Now,
if you put something in the basket, I didn't know that, Apparently, if you put something in the basket, it means that they've sold something. I don't understand that bit, you put something in the basket.
Saeed, it's all on my tweet instructions. Are there.
Yeah, I'll find out.
Retweet that, bro. Retweet. I let people know.
I will do, man. 100%, bro.
Love,
Norridin, love.
Big up every time, Norridin, man. Big up every time,
bro.
And salute to everyone who, with all the sponsors, is giving them 1 stars as well. I fucks with that. Love to everyone who's on that. Sorry? I said everybody giving them 1 stars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, 100%, man. Green and gold
everybody
until
giving them 1
star,
bro. Yeah, it's big facts.
You got me. Green and gold until Saeed is bold. Yo, you need to chill, you. After Europa League, we might have to talk about that. You know them ones there, bro. You got me. Someone saying here, do you think Conor McGregor will buy Man United? Listen, man, he won't buy none of that stuff. You don't know what Old Trafford is, mate. You know what I mean? Like, this guy won't buy Old Trafford, bro.
One thing about him, though, is he's powerful enough to bring people together to buy it. So it might not be him, but he can put together a consortium and put it together.
Yeah, he can do that. Trust. Yeah, he probably will do that.
He's definitely capable. You see how Daniel Ek has got all the. Can I get in there? Yeah, it is a bit quiet still. Yeah, you see how Daniel Ek has got like the Arsenal legends. Conor McGregor can do that. You get what I'm saying? He'll be able to pull together people. He's a powerful guy. He might not be rich enough on his own, but we got a dream, man. Conor McGregor in a consortium is better than these Glazers. Me and you are better than the Glazers, man.
If you can just shout them out, you can do it, man. You know what I'm trying to say
man.
to you?
Let's keep this movement going, man.
That's the thing, though. And that's why...
They'll be selling 12... They'll be selling his whiskey at the ground.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. If you can do that, that's what we need, bro. That's all we need. We just need a buyer to go buy this football club. As soon as we find a buyer, bro, we're cool. At this minute, a lot of people have apathy in it. There's a lack of interest for the club in terms of buying players and whatnot, and kind of the club going. You're looking at today, Man United pulling out Sancho. You know they know what they're doing, bro. They know what they're doing. They're trying to save money. Now Cavani signs a deal, little something there. Have you noticed that? Sancho rumors come about, then the Cavani deal comes in. It's all Glazer-nomics, people. You might need to open up your eyes, man. They know what they're doing, though, innit?
You know what it is, though? Everyone's clocked on the pattern and that. Everyone's clocked it. Everyone's clocked it because, like I said, they lost, 200 million? I heard the sponsors are pulling out. The kit revenue's gone down as well. All of the sponsors are being ranked 1, on the apps and stuff like that. Like, I ranked the Manchester United app 1 today. I woke up seeing a tweet. I was like, yeah, let me go rank that. 1 star everything. You know what I'm saying? And let's drive these man out.
1 star everything, man. You know what? Yeah.
1 star
That'll
everything.
be a shout,
One star, everything. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, big up to everyone who's saying big up to me in the chat as well. Love to each and every one of you, man.
Come
big
on,
up
man.
to everyone supporting.
Make sure you smash a like on the video, people. We got over 350 people watching right now. Like the video, people. You get me?
Like the video.
Neil Ashton PR, absolutely, people. You know
they can't spin this, man. They can't spin this. We don't care what you have to say. You know what? Like Musa says, yo, we don't even want the money anymore, innit? Keep the money. It's not about that no more. Like it's more than that. I'm happy with the re-signing of Cavani. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm happy as well, bro.
Yeah, I don't mind Cavani re-signing. If it's him and Martial as our forward players, that's not a problem.
It's what you do on top of it, bro. That's my problem. Man United have always done this way.
Yeah, it's the addition. We still need Sancho.
Yeah.
I've seen people talking about, oh, we don't need Sancho. Like, yes, we still do need Sancho because we still need a right-sided player, 100% on that. Why can't we have options?
My thing is at the expense of what? Like, that's what I'm just looking at. I think in the club, I'm thinking, what are you trying to? Are you getting Sancho just to appease the fans and then that's it for you? Like 80 million spent there? Because what would be your budget for the Glazers to spend at this football club? I'm thinking they're only going to spend 100 million. I don't know what you're thinking.
The thing is, even if they spent 100 mil and say 80 of that went on Sancho, if they went and got a DM that we didn't know about for 20 million, I'd be happy with that because at least they're trying to solve a problem issue. We can go and get a DM. If we had you telling me in the whole world of football, with our whole scouting network, we can't find a DM for 20 mil. How much was Kante? How much was Kante when he went to? Even though he's not a lone DM, how much was Kante when he went?
I think it was about 30 odd. 30 odd. Oh, how much? Kante, but that was Leicester, don't it? You know what I mean? Like Leicester. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
But they picked up Ndidi. How much was Allen when he went to Everton?
Allen was less than, I think, 10 million, I think. Less than 15,
That's my
20
point.
million.
You telling me if we don't have Allen, he don't improve our team or someone the level of Allen?
Allen's brazy. But you get Basuma's 30 million.
Basuma's 30 mil, there we go. And you tell him, there's other players I'm just using. How much was Fabinho? My point is these DMs don't cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah. But it's how desperate you are as well. Yeah, man, big up to Rand City.
We need to scout.
Come on, bro.
We just need to scout. That's what it is.
Yeah, and that's the problem for me. If Man United can't scout, then that's the worry for you, bro. But we've got a couple of games coming up, bro. Obviously, before we do the next Straightjacket podcast and whatnot, Leicester and Liverpool. Are you confident about these two games? Obviously, Leicester will have to rotate, and obviously Liverpool's a big one in it. You can't lose a game against Liverpool.
It's one of them. I've said this. The silver lining with the Leicester game is if we lose that, it makes it harder for Liverpool to make top four. It depends how he rotates. I want to see the string play. I want to see the string team, the string players against Leicester and a stronger team against Liverpool. Rotate heavily. Will he? I don't know, but that's my personal preference. I want to see him rotate heavily in that against Leicester. Because if I'm not saying lose it, but I'm saying if we do lose, the great point is that it makes it harder for Liverpool to reach top four. I'm not trying to see Liverpool in the Champions League. Put them in Europa and then play our strongest team against them. And he has to. It's 2 games in 3 days.
Facts.
If we don't see 7 to 8 changes, I'd be very disappointed. Obviously, Maguire's injured now, so that means it's probably going to be Baye Lindelof. I would play Tellez and Axel against Leicester. Yeah. I put Matic in the midfield. I give Donny a run out. Who else is there? Diallo. Why not? I play these type of players. One man.
You know what?
Use the squad we have.
Let's quickly give our team for Leicester. You know what I mean? We might as well before we wrap up this podcast and whatnot. Big up to everybody who's tuning right now. Over 300 people watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. We're gonna get that channel up again. You feel me? You got what I'm trying to say to you. But hey, who are you gonna go for in net? Are you gonna go for David De Gea?
I'd play Henderson.
Okay,
I've said this. You know me, I'm on the Henderson thing simply because I've said this for the longest.
Surely we can't pay Wan-Bissaka. Surely.
We need to find. I'd play Axel.
Axel, yeah.
I'll play Axel. I'll play Axel at right back.
Wanzabi at the back will probably Lindelof and Baye in it.
Unfortunately, I don't want to play Lindelof, but we have to. Because there's no
we got no option.
Yeah, there's no option, unfortunately.
You can't see anything. I think Shaw will keep his place. I really do, man.
He'll keep his place. I'd play Tellez personally, but will Shaw keep his place is highly likely. But I'd play Tellez.
Highly likely, man. I don't think the finger, yo. The website is called Read United, people. Read Squads Collector. Read Man United. Yeah. Midfield.
Is this the team we think Ollie's going to pick, or the team we want to see?
We want to see.
Oh, seeing, yeah, I would like to see Tellez in it. I ain't trying to see Shaw. I would play Tellez. You know what I'm saying? And I personally play Tellez. And midfield, I play Matic. I put Matic in there. You know what I'm saying? Play Matic, and then I play Donny. Why did I play Donny? Yeah, we played Donny next to Matic. Why not? we pretty much secured top 4. You know what I'm saying? So these are the games now to experiment. Even if we get beat this game 3-0, it's like, all right, we have a game 2 days later. I play, therefore, and it's not like Leicester are in great form. I'm saying after the Newcastle defeat as well. So the more pressure on them. So I play Matic and probably Donny in there. That's what I do. Yo, you're on mute, fam. You're on mute. I can't hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Go on, fam.
Yeah, so what are you going to put in there midfield? Sorry, I didn't hear you there.
Oh, sorry. I play Matic, and I probably play Donny in there.
Matic.
Yeah. Donny. And then I probably play Juan Mata in the 10.
Juan Mata in the 10.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a studio here, innit? So this gal is going for it in the studio, and that if you can hear singing in the background.
Yeah.
Play Juan Mata in the 10. The problem now is the wide areas. Who the hell do you play?
Diallo. Got me Diallo, man.
Yeah,
Diallo,
I play Diallo.
Pogba?
Yeah, I play Diallo. What I play now, I wouldn't play Pogba. I'd save him for, what's it called? I'd probably go...
Them, people, let me know in the comments. Who would you play on the left, people?
Maybe Greenwood? Greenwood?
Yeah, but he went up front though, isn't it? Yeah,
that's true. All right. Jesus, who would we play? Because I want to say Pogba for... Yeah, this is tough. This is really tough. I don't know. Would you play Bruno in the 10? Maybe. Nah, you can't even do that. I'm trying to think. Maybe. Yo, I'm lost. Yo, you lot help us out in the comments, innit? I don't know.
Yeah, let us out, man. Let us out.
I didn't think this the whole way through. I forget obviously.
Daniel James still injured, people. Daniel James still injured.
That's what I'm saying. I would have played James. If James was fit, I would have played James wide left. I'll rate him, but why not?
This is what I'm saying to you people, man. What about some people are saying James? You know what? Man, he's probably injured though. That's the problem.
All right, but he just didn't travel. Let's just put James in for this sake, innit? And if he's not fit, is what it is. We'll play James.
Donny left wing, Matic and Fred. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Donny left wing. Fred in there. Matic. So Donny. Van der Beek. And then you got Greenwood up front.
Oh, you play Fred. Yeah. That makes sense.
That makes sense, people. Just goes to show, man. You get me? Like, all of a sudden, man, you got no options if people are injured. Ahmad, you know, these guys won't play people, you get me?
Yeah, obviously this is the team we pick, but that's what I go for. Yeah, Diallo, James, Rash.
Decent team, that. You know what I mean? And your results, who would you give for? What would you give for?
If we played that team, I reckon 1-1. That's what I reckon. Yeah,
I'm thinking 1-1.
The pressure's on them. We're under no pressure. The pressure is all on them, especially after their defeat. And in Liverpool, I'd completely switch it up, innit? I'd probably play... Yeah, I'd go Henderson in goal again. Back to your back 4, but obviously with Bailly and Lindelof. I'd go Fred. I think you have to... McTominay, as bad as he is, I'd probably go Fred and McTominay in there. Fred, McTominay, Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Cavani. That's what I'm saying. Actually, nah. Why would it? Yeah. Again, same. I reckon a draw. That's got draw written all over it.
Yeah, I think 2 draws in a row. Maybe 2-1 against Leicester. Then I'm going to go for 1-1 against Liverpool.
Liverpool, I reckon it's got draw written all over it. I said originally that it's a draw. So I reckon it'd be a draw all over it again. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, man. And that's your Straightjacket podcast, people. 123. Big up to everybody who's been involved. Nuruddin, make sure you go check out his channel. Flawless as well in the building. You get me. Make sure you go check out Sarcasm City. They're going to be filming right now, so big up to them at Sarcasm City. You get me. 7 o'clock, right?
From a Third Eye View Pie Radio, as you can see.
Third Eye View Pie Radio. Big up to everybody who's tuning in, people.
Mr. Aaron United will be on as well. He's on.
Yeah, man. Big up to Aaron, bro. Big up to Aaron. You get me. And yeah, man. Hopefully, everyone who's tuning in right there, make sure you go check them out. PieRadio.com. Check them out for their YouTube channel. But people,
UK people, and the Pie Radio UK as well.
Big up to everybody who's tuning in right now. But people, like the video, subscribe to Saeed TV. It's road to 40k people. So make sure if you are tuning in right now and you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribing. But we'll be back tomorrow, people, for the match reaction for the Leicester game. And on a Wednesday, we'll be back for Mag Talk and all that. You get me? But people, love, peace, and we'll be out, man. Take care. Bye-bye. And peace.
There you go. Yeah.